Hello everyone. In this session, we are going to study the second unit of retail management subject, that is strategic retail planning process. This concept is very important. Okay. Now, let's begin. Strategic retail planning process. Now, what do you mean by strategic retail planning process? See, strategic retail planning process is nothing but steps a retailer takes in order to figure out how best to sell a product in order to make a profit. That is nothing but strategic retail planning process. See, what is strategic retail planning process? Strategic retail planning process is nothing but the steps a retailer takes in order to figure out how best to sell a product in order to make a profit is known as the strategic retail planning process. Now, in simple way, we can say that strategic retail planning process is nothing but the strategies used by the retailer to maximize the sales in order to get maximum profit. Hope you understood. The steps or the process which is used by the retailer, or the strategies which is used by the retailer to maximize the sales in order to maximize the profit, that is nothing but strategic retail planning process. Hope you're clear. Next, okay, strategic retail planning process, which includes 4 steps. In that first one, deciding the store's philosophy, mission and objectives. Now, the retail strategic planning process starts with the identification of store's mission. Okay, identifying the store's mission for its existence and hence the scope of retail store. The mission of a store entails identifying the goods and services that will offer to the customers. Okay, so the strategic retail strategic planning process starts from identifying the store's mission. You know the meaning, mission and vision, right? So for existence of the retail store, identifying the mission, that is the first step. Is it clear? Then in stores objectives, okay, there are 2 types. One is external store objectives, another one internal store objectives. Okay, now what is external store objectives? See, external store objectives are those that define the impact of store on its environment. Okay, example, to develop high degree of customer confidence by providing quality goods at lower prices. Okay, so what about external store objectives? External store objectives are those that define the impact of store on its environment. That is nothing but to develop, to develop a high degree of customer confidence by providing quality goods at a cheaper price or a lower price. That is the first one. Then internal stores objectives, on the other hand, are those that define how much is expected to achieve with the available resources. Example, to raise the store turnover by 15% in coming year. Okay, what about internal stores objectives? Internal stores objectives are those that define how much is expected to be achieved with the available resources. Clear? Example, to raise the store turnover by 15% in the coming year. So next year the target is to raise the store turnover to 15% by 15%. Sorry. Hope you understood. That is external store objective and internal store objectives. Now, second step, that is situational analysis or SWOT analysis. Now, what is situational analysis? The objective of doing store situational analysis is to determine where the store is at present and to forecast where it will be if formulated strategies are implemented. Okay. Now, whatever situational analysis or SWOT analysis, the objective of doing this store situation analysis is to determine where the store is at present, what about this present situation about particular retail store, and to forecast where it will be if formulated strategies are implemented. If the strategies are implemented properly, what will be the position of that retail store? Okay, that is nothing but situational analysis or SWOT analysis. The difference between current and future position, that is forecasted position, is known as strategic gap or a planning. Clear? Under organizational analysis, there are two. One is external and internal environment. External analysis and internal analysis. So, what about external analysis? What about external analysis? See, the purpose of examining the store's external environment is to study the opportunities and threats in retailing environment. What about the threats are there in environment? That is nothing but external analysis. See, the external analysis studies the factors that affect the macro environment. We can say macro environment of retailing industry and the task environment. Clear? Next is internal analysis. What about internal analysis? So, under external analysis, there are various factors. One is, it may be political environment, legal environment, then socio and cultural environment, economic environment, technological environment, right? Competitors, customers, suppliers. See, all these comes under external analysis, right? Now, what about internal analysis? Second one. So, see, the internal analysis, the objective of studying internal environment of its own store is to identify the store's strengths and weaknesses. So, main objective of identifying studying the internal environment is nothing but identifying the strengths and opportunities, strengths and weaknesses of the store. Hope understood? That's why internal analysis is required. Now, what about internal analysis? Like human resource, studying about human resource or employees, we can say, financial resources, then physical resources, intangible resources. Okay, these are comes under internal analysis. External analysis like political, socio-cultural, legal, all those factors. Internal analysis is nothing but human resource, then physical resource, intangible resource, financial resource, all those things comes under internal analysis. Clear? Then third one, formulation of retail strategy. Third step. See, in this stage, after analyzing the store's capabilities, that is SWOT analysis, in terms of HR, finance, physical, intangible resources, a store manager formulates retail strategy with regard to marketing, retail positioning and retail mix. Here there are three terms. One is marketing, retail positioning and retail mix. See, what is marketing? Marketing is the way to achieve the set objectives. Therefore, marketing strategy should be devised according to the store's primary and secondary objectives. Generally, marketing strategy is developed on the basis of product or market segmentation instead of the market as a whole. Okay, marketing is the way to achieve the set objectives. Clear? Then what about retail positioning? See, retail positioning is a plan of store's action for how the retailer will enter the target market and will compete with its main competitors. What is retail positioning? Retail positioning is a plan of store's action for how the retailer will enter the target market and will compete with its main competitors. Okay, that is nothing but retail positioning. Now, what is retail mix? See, retail mix is nothing but blending of various retail activities which in total present the whole concept of retailing. See, retail mix is nothing but it is the blending of all retail activities in which the total present of whole concept of retailing. Clear? It may be store's location, merchandise, assortment, pricing policy, customer service mechanism, visual merchandising, personal selling efforts, advertising efforts, store's internal and external environments, etc. Okay. Fourth one, that is the last step, strategy implementation and control. Say, it is concerned with designing and management of retail systems to achieve the best possible combination of human, financial, physical, and intangible resources of retail store to achieve the formulated objectives without timely and effective implementation also requires scheduling and coordination of various retail activities. Example, the coordination between the marketing and sales promotion department is a must for sales promotion to make success. Right? Now, see, strategy is formulated. Right? What to do, what not to do. So the entire planning is over. Now, the last step is nothing but how do you implement that strategy, and how do you control, or how do you mitigate that entire retailing activities. That is nothing but strategy implementation and control. Okay, here is the example. The coordination between the marketing and sales promotion department is a must for sales promotion to make success. It is nothing but interconnection and the supporting of one department to another department for the maximization of sales in order to get maximum profit. Right, that is the main objective, right? Maximizing the sales in order to maximizing the profit. So this is about strategic retailing planning process. Hope you clear. First one, deciding the store's objective and philosophies and vision. Then second one, situational analysis. Third one, formulation of retail strategy. And fourth one, strategy implementation and control. Hope you understood. Thank you.